NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Chargers going up against the Broncos.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with Philip Rivers and the now Los Angeles Chargers. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Gordon. And it's a rope. There goes Melvin Gordon. 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 75 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And they'll want to hold on to that football. That is the first NFL touchdown scored by the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, if you want to talk AFL, first Los Angeles Chargers touchdown since New Year's Day of '61.
Yeah, they played in the AFL Championship that day against the Houston Oilers. So how about that? A return for the LA Chargers, triumphantly finding the end zone.
And a ball that will live in the trophy case for years to come. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. Carry, it's C.J. Anderson, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Second down, here's Simeon. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Simeon looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second down following the run. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. Gordon loses the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
In the red zone this time. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here we go.
Third and goal for Rivers. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Antonio Gates, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. So the Broncos coming out now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Play fake to Anderson. Now Simeon. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Benny Fowler that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Throwing on third down, Simeon. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down, Anderson. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's Simeon. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. Simeon finding Thomas there to give the Broncos a first down. 90 catches, close to 1,100 yards last year for Thomas. For most guys, that'd be incredible. For Thomas, those numbers his lowest since 2011.
But he does have his old offensive coordinator back, so I'm sure he's expecting to get back to his former levels of play.
On first down, Simeon. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. From the red zone now, Simeon. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Here's Anderson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Here's Simeon now on second down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. To throw with Simeon. And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And McManus able to put it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. The 20, 10, touchdown LA. Hunter Henry, 75 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They start the drive with Anderson. He finds an opening past the 40, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On first down, it's Simeon. And caught, right side, Green. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Well, after what we just saw, we know that with 3rd down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense and put it in the air?
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Simeon, catch here, left side, Thomas. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They'll run. Anderson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
To throw on second is Simeon. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate, let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff, and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. Brandon Oliver now on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First down, Rivers. Looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. It's Tedrick Thompson, the rookie from Colorado. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set up for themselves better. And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Simeon now to throw. A dump off to Anderson. And he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game. And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football? Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. Virgil Green is tight end, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Carry now for Anderson. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line. Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly. So 5 yards remain now, still first down. Following the penalty, Anderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him,
That big boy's going to keep getting the football, and that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Anderson. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. No. Check. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try the air now with Simeon. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas there to make the grab. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. You got to figure if they want to have success this year, the more they can put the football in his hands, the better, coming off a Pro Bowl campaign.
And that Pro Bowl campaign does more than just get him notoriety. It also plants an idea in the minds of guys trying to defend him that he's really pretty good, and sometimes gives you a little bit of extra room, a little bit of extra deference, and he's taking advantage of it.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you get play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And open left side, it's Williams. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Rivers now from the 50. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 37 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
They go play action here on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Back to the air, Simeon on second down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Simeon on third down. And Fowler's got it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Benny Fowler, 65 yards. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And there's the first NFL catch for the first rounder, Mike Williams. The 30, 20, 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Back to throw, Simeon. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Three yards to go on second down.
What's tight? Tight end right. What's tight? Tight end back there in that Philly. Here we go. Let's go. Green, 39.
Out of the gun, Simeon. Green's got it over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Let's go.
Simeon on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Let's go. Left first.
Again, Simeon. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, Simeon. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This one taken from the 7. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Second and very short here, less than a yard. Now it's Simeon. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down. A shotgun snap for Simeon. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Ready.
Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. Big hold of the 30. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And now a first down following that long gain. And he motions the wide receiver. Rivers on first down. And this is complete. It's Allen. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Rivers. And this is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That's to his rookie tight end, Jake Butt. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a first down throw, Simeon. Incomplete, into the hands of Fowler. And he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. C.J. Anderson, 38 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Throwing again is Simeon. Buying time to his left. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Allen's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
If the Chargers could get a full season out of Keenan Allen, look out, AFC West.
How much does that change for them?
Changes everything because he's a true #1 receiver. He eats up catches, and his ability to make plays downfield is just tremendous.
On first and 10, Rivers. And he fires one incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. So the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Second down, Rivers. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. On third down, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him at the 3-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. So this would be the 9th play on this drive. Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real. And I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players. But you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 3rd and goal for Rivers. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen from 3 yards out. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. What a difference a year makes so far, at least. These guys last place in their division a year ago. Looking like they're going to move to 1-0 right now.
Not really unusual in the NFL, though, is it? Because we always talk about every year, 8-8 is kind of the baseline for everyone, plus or minus. And we've seen many teams go from worst to first. I know it's 1 week. But still, they're starting to think to themselves, we've got a chance this season.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, Simeon. And he's got this one to Henderson. It's caught. There he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They go play action here on first down. Caught by Gates, left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And now running right through it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. This is Gordon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Anticipation certainly building for next week's game for the Chargers. Their first home game in the StubHub Center. The Dolphins will get the honors. Then following that, 2 more home games. They'll host the Chiefs and then the Eagles in weeks 3 and 4.
I'm eager to see if they can build some sort of a home field advantage in their new place, because there won't be very many fans, somewhere around 30,000, but they should be loud in supporting their team.
A toss play, Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Rivers. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you said, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Play clock winding down. 1 man in the backfield is Gordon. He'll get it running right. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
From the gun, here's Simeon. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, Simeon. And Fowler's got it. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance. And he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
All right, here we go.
Simeon on 3rd down. And he's got it complete to Fowler. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Let's go.
So the offense has it, 6-yard line. First, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. C.J. Anderson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You have